Oh man, isn't it great to be able to start the day with good news? I log into my Yahoo account, and normally I don't go to the sports section, but something caught my eye. Brian Banks' accuser is ordered to pay $2.6 million in damages to the Long Beach School District. Now, for those of you who may not know what this story is, this dude, Brian Banks, he was in high school, and in the short version of the story, he was falsely accused of rape, and then his accuser, Juanita Gibson, she basically sued the school for having an unsafe environment, and the school had to pay out $1.5 million in damages to her, which I believe she split down the middle with her lawyer. So, in 2012, she basically admitted to making this false accusation, and to my knowledge, this is the first time I have ever heard of a false accuser actually having to pay for their fucking crimes outside of a small fine or like a year in jail or a year's probation. So this is big. Holy crap. Some faith in humanity has actually been restored over this. Holy shit. So let's see here, just because... Okay, there is one thing I disagree with in this article. There's a quote here that says, "The court recognizes that our school district was the victim in this case." Yeah, you had to pay out $1.5 million, but Brian Banks was the one that was put in prison for 5 years and then on probation for another 5 years because he took a plea deal. He's not going to get those years of his life back. Granted, now he actually has a chance at playing pro football now, since, he had a scholarship and, he's getting his life back together, but you guys didn't go to prison. He did. I think he should get some of this money, I mean, come on. Yeah, make her pay back the $1.5 million that she got in this false accusation, and give the rest to Brian Banks. Just give the rest to him. He's the one that went to jail. Doesn't that make sense to anyone? He would get, basically $1.1 million from his false accuser if that were to happen. And on another side note here, it's also saying that it's also possible for Gibson to face fraud charges depending on the court's opinion as to whether her 2012 recanting constitutes as an admission of fraud. If the original accusation is the basis of such a charge, the 3-year statute of limitations for fraud charges would void any such action. Okay. 3-year statute of limitations. God damn, those things. Ugh. They always get you with something, right? But you know what? It looks like Brian Banks doesn't really want any of the money anyway. That's just the vibe I'm getting, because he's just grateful to have his life back together. But still, that's just me. If the court were to at least say, hey, do you want the rest of this money? I mean, we only had to pay out, $1.5 million, and now, we're having her pay $2.6. Do you want the difference there? Okay, just do that. Just do that, At least offer it to him. I mean, it's not like he's going to be... Well, wait, is he making the big bucks now? I don't know. But yeah, so what are your guys' opinion? Put it down in the comment box. I think this is a pretty big story. So, like I said, this is the first time I've ever seen a false accuser actually have to pay out the big bucks for, what she did. So, I think this is going to start something new that, false accusers are actually going to have to start paying for their crimes. So, let's hope it goes that way. See you guys later.